It's not exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream. Chance I get, you can't change nothing if you don't do that. I pay my taxes even when it hurts. Sometimes I think though it's just getting worse. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream. Am I living in American dream?
I hope you are, baby. I hope you're living that American dreams. We need to bring that dream to everybody, baby. To everybody. All right. How y'all doing, baby? It's Tuesday, and I'm very thankful to be on the air tonight, baby. I'm glad to be here. I hope you are too. I hope the day treated you well. I hope the day put a smile on your face, baby. Anyway, it is Tuesday. And Irene Lambert was the first one to jump in, followed by Dorothy Tyndall. Nancy Halverson is here. Oh, come on, where's my mouse? Nancy Halverson. Aldina Michael is here. The remixtress is with us, as is Trudy Baxter and Kelly Harris. Jeanette Miller and Bart Larson is here. Joe Garcia. Hello, Joe. Glad to see you in there, buddy. Don't come around for a little bit. I think I got something you don't want. Anyway. Oh shit, it just jumped. Robin Arnold, Chris Whittle. Chris is here. Thank goodness. And I think it just jumped all the way to the bottom. And no, my mouse is not working right. Are you shitting me? I just tested it 5 seconds ago. I got to get a new mouse. That's all there is. Tomorrow I will buy a new mouse. Anyway, Lane Graham is here. Fred Johnson. The gang is here. And we might as well get started first off the bat. Excuse my voice a little bit. I think I have come down with a little something. I'm running a little fever and little chest shit going on, so bear with me here. But I got mail, baby. In the first one, I got Tony Boyd from Terre Haute, Indiana. Buddy, it finally came through. I got your card today. He sent a very Merry Christmas card. Let me hold it up there so you can see it a little bit. And it says, wishing you all a Merry Christmas and a New Year. And I can't read. Tony, he included a very nice donation in there. Tony, thank you very much, brother. I appreciate you so much. I will be talking to you on the phone later. Anyway, what else did I get? I got a card from, oh, Lord, John can't read now, from Martha Smart from Mesa, Arizona. And a nice Christmas wreath on the door. And And she also took the time to thank not only me, but Marcia and my two boys for producing this thing, for putting it all together for all our family. And Martha, I want you to know, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And then we got a card from, I think it's Quebec. I think it is Quebec. I think it's from Canada. I'm not quite sure because it has a lengthy thing there. And it is from Alan Roberts. He is one of our Canadian friends. Alan, thank you very much. Wishing us a Merry Christmas. And I appreciate that tremendously. Whew. Believe it or not, I'm cold and sweating at the same time. Anyway, I appreciate y'all sending cards. It does. It warms my heart when I go to the post office and I see mail in there, baby. It just makes my day all sorts of better. I'm going to have to get some help in here because my lungs ain't going to do too good today. Hello, Bernadette.
Hi, John.
How are you?
Trying to stay dry.
Oh, you're getting a lot of wet up there, are you?
Oh, we're getting wet and wind and mud and, yeah, just all that kind of, rain stuff. But, it's California. They say we need the water. I'm trying not to complain.
There you go. Got to give to get, I guess.
I don't like the wind, John.
No,
I just don't.
No, I don't like wind and cold. Those are the two
Yes,
things I
and,
stay away from. And when
we
they're
got both of
combined,
them.
yeah, I think I've just done too much. I've come down with a little something. I don't know. I'm running a slight fever. And,
Well, healing blessings to you, my dear.
Thank you. I'm sure it'll just pass like the wind. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. And
Let's hope
Chick,
it passes soon.
soon. Yeah, it's wearing John down. I'm telling you, Miss Chick.
Yes, Ben.
How are you, dear?
Well, it's all of those things here. It's
All
cold
of
and
those-
windy.
Cold, wet, and windy.
Yeah.
That's
Not
the
wet.
trifecta of
Wet.
gloom and doom.
Just cold and windy.
Well, I hope it gets better by Christmas. at
But
least.
I do have a message and a shout out from somebody to the Blue Dots.
Who's shouting?
A shout out from Miss Bonita Townsend to all the
Oh.
Blue Dots within listening range. She's wanting to wish every last single one of you a
Everyone.
Merry Christmas and a Happy Holiday.
Merry Christmas to you, Benita.
We passed the phone around here at my house today with her, with Bonita. I talked to her for quite a while, and then I handed the phone off to Travis, and he talked to her for a while.
Right
and
on.
Yeah, I went back out there after I got off the phone with him, and Marcia says, "Is Travis
Got back
talking to
in
her?" I said, "Yeah, he'll be back there for a while," and he was. The conversation goes, baby. She is easy
Yeah,
to
it
talk
does.
to.
Yes,
And,
she is. And a wonderful,
again,
wonderful heart.
she does. She has a huge heart, and she is very much in love with this Blue Dot
And
family.
Bonita,
I'm not
if
talking
you're
about me.
listening, I want you to know that the YouTube chat is saying Merry Christmas back at you.
Back at you, baby. We can't wait to get her on the air to
Yep.
have her voice in here. Because, and I've said it over and over, it's not just the kindness of her heart and what she's done, but it is her conversation, and she's feisty.
Yes,
She doesn't
she does.
take.
Yes.
Yes, she knows what she's talking about. She stays on top of the situation, and I'm just tickled to death to have met her. Looking forward to actually meeting in person one day. We said we was going to come to your house, Bernie.
Okay.
That's what she said. We're going to come to your house. That's what we said. Hey, did y'all hear the news? Let me read this headline. Colorado
Absolutely.
Supreme Court rules Trump is disqualified from the presidency. The first state in the country to actually stand up and say he is guilty of violating the 14th Amendment, Section 3 of the 14th Amendment, which says if you engage in insurrection or rebellion against this country, you cannot run for office. And the Colorado Supreme Court had guts enough to stand up and say it. And I am so proud of them
Bravo.
right now. The bad news is it's been put on pause because Donnie is going to take this thing straight to the Supreme Court.
Of course he is.
And as Jake
You know
Sellers
why?
says,
You know
boy,
what,
howdy
John?
shit.
'Cause he has absolute presidential immunity.
Immunity. Yeah, he can do anything.
Whatever
He
the
could go
fuck
in the
that
middle of
is.
he could go in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody. He's got immunity. No, he don't.
Yep.
No, he doesn't, baby. and I am
And he
proud
could
of this.
he could grab women by their private parts because
Yeah, not a problem.
because he's
All the
got
guys do it.
immunity.
Don't
He's
worry.
got
It's what
absolute
they always do
immunity.
in the locker room, you know?
Yep.
Just grab whatever you want. Yeah. I was tickled to death to hear that news come across the wire today.
Me too.
That the court stood up and said, no, we believe you did violate the 14th Amendment, and no, you can't be on
And
our
not
ballot.
on our ballot.
Not on our
Bravo.
ballot, baby. Go on down the road. And I hope other states revisit this issue. There have already been some that did that ruled that he could be on the ballot. And
Right.
I think if this goes to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court upholds Colorado's Supreme Court, well, I believe that would be nationwide.
I think the way that they worded this thing, they're going to have a hard time not upholding it, John.
It is. It's going to be a hard time
Yeah.
not doing it because the evidence is clear. As a matter of fact, the judge in this case said he was guilty of insurrection, but that his oath of office did not specify insurrection, I guess, or whatever. The oath says that he will
Well,
preserve, protect, and defend.
There,
And he did not
there
do
you
that.
go.
So,
But the court did find him liable of insurrection.
yes, he
So,
did.
you know,
And
this is what this man does. You know, he thinks that he's going to get there, and you know, the next ruling is going to be from either the appeals court in D.C. or the Supreme Court on this absolute immunity. And yeah, we're going to see about that, buddy.
well,
And you know,
we're going to take
start
it all the
you
way
know
up, baby. Let's find out
getting
what the
that
Supreme
orange
Court has to
tuned
say.
up.
No. Oh, Lord, don't let me get...
Bless you, John. Healing blessings to you, sweetie.
I thought I'd been feeling something for the last couple of days. I have just been worn out, physically just tired, and then lo and behold, today I got a fever. So that
And that's a nice Christmas sweater you got going on there.
Well, thank you very much. This was sent
I
to me
noticed.
by...
You know, if you had on a matching pointy hat, you'd kind of be Santa Claus.
This is a
I'm
very,
just saying.
very beautiful sweater. I received it from one of our Blue Dots who mailed it to me. I know it was over a year ago, well over a year ago. I've been wearing it for a long time. I love it. It keeps me warm. And believe it or not,
Nice.
the heater's on and I'm still freezing. So go figure. But anyway, I'll get over it. It's all we do.
What is it, like 83 degrees there and you're cold?
Not close. Let's say we're at about 70 something, 74,
Oh,
73 today.
Downright frigid.
Yeah, it's
yes,
cold.
you know,
Yeah.
where
No,
the
everybody in
icicles are hanging.
Everybody in the family is out there running around in a t-shirt, and Dad's over there covering up with one of the throws that I just got.
All right.
One of those wool throws. Dad, you're cold? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Well, I sweat here. So I don't know what it is. We'll find out.
Well.
It'll be fine.
Well, stay warm, stay hydrated.
Yep. Best you
Oh,
could
here
do.
we
Chicken
go
soup
again.
helps.
That's pitiful. I can't wait for glasses. I don't know who I just invited into the room. I think it starts with a B, though.
It's Biker
is-
Leo.
Oh, is it Biker Leo?
It is,
Leo, all I
It
can
does
see is
start
a
with
B.
but we can't hear him. So
Oh, Leo,
Really?
you're not coming in, buddy. I see you lighting up.
no, he is.
It's
There
the
it
B is for big moron.
Big. No, it is not, Leo. No, it is not. brother.
Yeah, it is. John, before we go any further, really, please,
It's not
I
necessary.
want
brother.
to apologize to everyone for night before last. I did not put things together the way I should have. I apologize. It will not happen in that manner again. Now, can I promise that I won't say something out of turn? No, I can't. But I will not make that mistake again. And mostly to you, John, I am sorry because I know the stress it caused you.
Nothing we can't handle, brother. Nothing that we can't get through at all. We adapt, we overcome, we move forward, brother. You've heard me say that over and over and again. It's the only line I know. Okay, we get over shit. That's what we do. It was a mistake.
And we're going to keep kicking
Not
ass.
an intentional one, and I know that. Everybody knows that. You were trying to make a point, and yeah, one day off from YouTube. We're lucky that's all we got. So yeah, We're good to go. I was. I
Leo?
did my. If anybody
Wish
knows,
I hadn't.
If it helps, what I tell my grandson all the time is that if you got everything right all the time, there'd be nothing new to learn.
No,
There you go.
no. As a matter of
Well,
fact, if we
I
did
guess we
everything
don't have to
perfect,
worry about that right away.
We'd
Leo,
have
if
nothing
we
new
did
to learn.
everything perfect, buddy, they'd nail us to a cross. Okay.
Yeah.
I ain't ended
I
up
love
on a
all
cross,
of you,
so
and I'm sorry, and okay, I'll move on from there.
let's move
Hey,
on
how
into
about
the
it?
discussion.
you? The YouTube chat is saying apology accepted,
There
and
you
so
go.
there you go.
So that's the
Well,
end of it, brother.
thank you,
I don't
YouTube
want you
chat.
feeling bad, and I don't want you carrying this around on baggage. It did not hurt that much. It upset some of our blue dots. It's upset the apple cart a little bit, but we put all the apples back in, and we're rolling down the road again.
And we move
So-
on.
And we move on, and we do
And
better.
we, you know what we do?
Yeah,
We have more people like Colorado.
that's what we need.
have A lot
Absolutely.
more people.
I was so tickled at that
Absolutely.
court stepped up and said, "Oh no, 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 no! You engaged in insurrection, and no, you can't be on our ballot." Now, of course, they
Now, it
immediately
might
put it
hold
on,
through
on
SCOTUS.
pause.
It might. But I have my doubts there. But one thing that it does do is it sends a very clear message. Guys, you're looking at somebody that just wants to be a dictator.
That's it.
Yes.
That's it. And,
Did you
and
say
if he
dick
can't, if you
taster?
won't vote him
Yeah.
in, he'll take it.
That's
what his line
You're
is.
going to get me in trouble again.
Let me see.
Mitch
are
is
you
in the
here?
room and he just tried to
Mitch is-
get me in trouble directly.
Did
Yeah.
he? That's what Mitch does, buddy.
Yeah,
Good
he
night.
did.
Good night, Zach. Take care. Zach's going to work. Everybody say goodbye.
Hey, Zach,
Night,
take care and
Zach.
have a good night, buddy. What
Have
are
a
you
good
doing going
night.
to work at this time at night? Quit that shit.
He's a night worker.
I know it, buddy. I did
My
it for
daughter
years.
just went to work at this time. of
Oh,
night,
is that
so-
right? Boy,
Okay.
howdy. Yes, I did
Country
it
doesn't
for
live
about
without him.
8 years. I did it, and it's like you don't have a life. You come home, you sleep, then you
Yeah.
get up. You got a couple hours before you go to work. You go to work, you come home, you go to sleep. It's a cycle, and it does wear on you a while.
That's why you got to do that shit while you're young.
While you're young.
That's when I
Yes.
did it too. I
Yeah.
think I did it from the time I was 17 till the time I was about 22. And that was quite enough. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Mitch, you're not talking anymore. Oh, well.
Well, you don't know that, Leo. I was on mute. I might have been talking.
You probably said shit about me.
How the hell are you, Leo? It's good to hear from you, buddy.
I'm not dead yet.
How are you
Let's put it that way. I'm
celebrating?
not dead.
How are you celebrating Ineligible Day?
Basically, with a little bit of shock and awe, but
Yep.
I will be doing a shot in a very little while. It's like,
Okay.
yeah.
Shot and awe. I
getting
like
hit
that.
one.
Shot and awe.
Shots and all. Mitch,
Yeah.
how are you doing? How's Julie?
Julie's right here. She's eating her mac and cheese, though, so
Oh,
you're
there
not
you
going to
go.
get the best side of her until she's done.
Finish your dinner, baby. Finish your mac. Anyway.
So
Well,
how
look
about
at that.
that? So what do you think is going to be the next state to tell Trump to go fuck himself?
New Mexico.
Yeah, New Mexico, maybe.
Maybe,
There's
yes.
already several that have had it, and who I can't remember right now.
Oh,
There
was it? Didn't Nevada had all their fake electors plead guilty? I think there were 6 of them.
I believe
Guilty
that
as charged.
every state that is charging electors with a crime, Michigan, Pennsylvania, I think
Yep.
Pennsylvania's fixing to do it.
Pennsylvania,
And guess
Michigan,
who was there to
Wisconsin.
testify against all those fake electors?
Who, pray tell?
Oh, I think he was a Trump attorney. Cheeseburger.
Oh, yes. I saw him.
Cheeseburger.
I'm actually excited
Yeah.
because
I am too.
we're either going to see the end of America or the end of Donald Trump, and I think it's leaning heavily towards the end of Donald Trump.
I think
There's
so,
almost
too.
no way that bastard can escape the 91 counts so far and all the civil suits, of which we only discuss a handful of them. He's got hundreds of suits against him, hundreds of lawsuits
Hey,
from
Mitch,
women
may I
that
jump in
he.
here for just a moment? Mitch, John, may I
Okay.
jump in for just a moment? The question was asked. It is Georgia, Michigan, Nevada, New Mexico, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, and that's it. There are 7 of them that have actually filed the same charge or have filed the same petition.
Well, I believe it was in
Outstanding.
Nevada who all of their electoral college fake
I think
electors
Nevada's. Sorry, Bernadette.
pled guilty.
I think Michigan's already been dismissed.
I thought Michigan.
I'll tell
had
you, it's
been.
either going to be Michigan or Nevada is Mitch's prediction for who comes over the line next. Let me
Not
tell you
Michigan.
something. What?
It's not Michigan. I think they already dismissed it.
Are you
Oh,
are you
that's right.
shitting me? Are you?
Yeah,
shitting
yeah.
me?
Well, that's just one attempt. There's still time. I believe
There
now
is
that
still
Michigan
time.
has people who are guilty, it's a different story. We'll see how that pans out. I think Nevada is the one that's going to be next.
Ooh, let me
Why?
let me send out a quick thank you to Corey Barton, who just came in with a $5 donation. Corey, I appreciate it very much. Thank you. And also Mitch Goldstein, who just came in with a $10. Thank you, Mitch. And said, this is for Julie's special birthday on Friday that ends in a 0. God, you married her at 18? How old was she when you married her? 13? What?
I was going to say, Mitch, you were with a 19-year-old
Yes.
for this time that I've known you? Holy hell.
Somebody could have
I'll
called the
just
law
say
on
she
you.
was the square root of 387 when I met her. We'll leave it at that.
Don't force me to
Everybody's
do
whipping
math,
out their
buddy. I ain't doing that.
calculators and trying to figure that
No,
Trying
shit
to figure
out.
that shit out. Well, happy
right,
birthday.
And you
well,
just square root
You ain't
it.
quite right, Mitch. You ain't quite right.
Be
All right,
that
hold on.
as it may.
Hold on, because I have to thank for Julie, and Julie won't be here on Friday. So, happy birthday to you. Happy
Oh, there's
birthday
something
to
sweeter.
you. Happy birthday, dear Julie. Happy birthday to you, and whack that guy in the head next to you.
John,
so
I
don't
think
get
you
something
actually
dirty
do
in
have a
Right.
very pleasant voice. Oh, here's Julie.
Well,
Here she
thank
is.
you.
Here's the Julie herself. Hooray!
Thank
20
you.
years old, baby. You're gonna.
Mitch,
20 years old.
Mitch.
Yes, indeed.
And we've been
That's
married for
it.
33.
Yep.
That's right,
Okay.
dude. Whip out your calculators on that shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
really.
No,
You're going to need imaginary numbers for that shit. I can tell you right now.
Everybody's
I know
mind.
where you can find some. I'm talking Donald Trump.
All the nerds are laughing right now, by the way. Yeah, it's a good birthday present to see that fat fuck off the ballot. Now, let me tell you something. He really can't afford to lose any more states. I honestly believe that it's going to be fewer people voting for Trump than did in 2020. I just
And
can't
if
imagine anybody
Pennsylvania
saying,
does it,
you know, I really thought about it. And, you know, whereas I thought Donald Trump was kind of a prick in 2020, I think he's a great guy now. He's got so many great things going for him. He's got a really intelligent, charismatic children. I mean, come on, really.
That's
I'll tell you
funny.
one thing.
Oh.
If they turn away from him, if they turn to Nikki Haley, we actually have a bigger problem on our hands if you really don't want a Republican in there.
Nikki
He can
Haley is
win.
Trump light, man. She's Trump
I
light.
think we can kick her
Oh,
ass
of
too.
course she is. I don't want her in there, but she does have the ability to do it.
I will give her. She
I don't
is a
think so.
she is a flight of stairs
You know
up
what?
from Donald Trump.
Women
but
are not going to vote for a woman who would
Doesn't
ban
like
abortion
women.
at 6 weeks.
Correct.
That's not going to happen.
Nope.
that is, I think, is going to be the commanding issue on the ballot.
Absolutely.
Is the continuing story of
be.
the abortion issue in this country, and we've seen
It's
it
not
play
just
out.
abortion.
No,
It's the whole idea that you do not control your own body and that somebody, and it's not even a governmental agency at this point. Now it's religious organizations that are trying to get control of your body. Tell these people to fuck off. You
Fuck
can't,
off.
nobody should be voting red, men or women.
Nope.
It's a
I
good thing
agree.
we don't give birth because they'd be all over our shit too.
if men, what's that say? They always make a joke. If men could get pregnant, there'd be an abortion clinic on every corner of the United States.
Yeah, it would be
They'd
it
be
would be Nick
everywhere.
abortion. Mick
That's it.
abortion, $3.99 special this weekend.
And
Drive-through.
and
No, dude.
let's not forget Nikki Haley was part of the criminal Trump administration.
Yep.
She
Yes,
ain't
she was.
innocent
Yes.
in none of this shit.
Nope.
She ain't innocent. She co-signed
Oh.
his bullshit while he was in office.
No
And
doubt.
she up and left at the last minute.
You know
My
what?
concern with her is that she can shave away from some of ours, and there is a segment of the independents that lean that way very heavily. So
I hope
that's
you're
where
wrong,
I
Lee.
see her as a real threat.
I don't see her being enough of a threat to take the office. I really don't. She
All we
is
have to
gaining in
do
the polls.
is stick with the road issue, and
Guess
we'll
what's-
kick whoever's ass is on that side.
How about
Because
we
Here's
the
stick
what-
with
simple
Biden?
bottom line is that the next president is going to sit somebody on that court. And that's going to make all the difference in the world. 7-2
It already
is a hell of a lot harder to beat than 6-3.
Well, let me
Yeah,
tell you something.
that would suck.
If Trump is no longer the nominee, I'm going to tell you, his cult is going to flip the fuck out. They're going to say things like, "Oh, well, we're going to write him in Colorado." Let me tell you what, it doesn't matter who you write in.
Right in
In
your mama. I
Colorado.
don't give a shit. I don't care.
It's not going to
You know,
fly.
Mitch,
He
that's
can't be
you
elected.
just made a point. You just made a very
Right in
important
Mr.
point.
Hankey. I don't care.
That number, if they do keep this, if the SCOTUS doesn't fuck us, and they probably will, if they do keep him off the ballot there, seeing what the write-in vote looks to me like an incredibly important number. That's going to give you a percentage of the real amount. And I think that's going to be pretty fucking low.
Yeah.
And y'all have to remember, it does this illegitimate court that we have no good to allow his ass to get back into office. He will dismantle them too. And they
But
ain't
that'll
trying
be
to
the
lose
first
their life.
thing he
they-
does.
They ain't trying to lose their
Dictator
lifetime
on day
yet.
one. Dictator on
And
day
that's
one.
exactly
He's
what
not
he
doing
means,
away with
by
that
the way.
anyway.
When he says, "I'm going to be a dictator on day one," what he means is this: he will pardon every single January 6th criminal. He will pardon every single defendant in the entire
Indeed.
case set that he's facing.
To
He'll
join
pardon
his army.
himself first.
To
He
to
cannot
join
pardon
his
himself.
army.
He will try it.
He will not be able to, but I agree with you. He will try.
He will try
Over
it.
my dead body will Donald Trump enter that White House.
Yeah,
You
well,
heard
I
it
don't
here
think the
first.
court. I don't think the court is clueless to the fact that if he gets in office again, he'll dismantle that court. That's what Netanyahu's doing over in Israel, and that's
Was
one
the
of the reasons
first
why the
thing
Israelis
he
were so
did.
fucking pissed off at him to begin with,
Yeah.
before October 7th.
And they'll vote for his ass again.
You think, Mitch?
Tell me something. How is it that these people can look at him and not see the corollaries to other despots and dictators, especially to Hitler and Mussolini? How do
There
they
is
not
not a
see
single
that?
news
They
outlet
do-
that is
they
not
do
comparing him to
see
Hitler
it.
as now.
I don't think they give a shit, Leo, honestly.
They
I think they
ding,
think it's
ding,
fucking
ding,
news.
Mitch.
All right, one at
Well,
a time.
John just said it, though. Every news outlet,
Yes.
every single one of them talks about that story. And yet there is still a group of people that look at that and somehow think that they're tough guy, which he is not. God, I'd love 10 minutes with him personally.
You know,
But if they, how can they, after all of this, still believe that? He is
Leo,
voting.
why is it so hard to
Hitler.
believe? Excuse
That
me.
bigots and racists couldn't go for him. That
Wait
will
a
still
second.
hold on to him.
Why is it so hard to believe that there are fascist groups in this country that want him because of what he is saying and doing? Absolutely. It's happened before. We are reading about it on Monday nights in the Blue Room with Rachel Maddow's book, The Prequel.
I apologize. I missed last night.
Exactly. She
How far did y'all
said
get?
all of that.
We're on chapter 7. We did
See,
Can I
five and
jump
five,
six.
in real
six.
quick? I
Go
just
ahead.
think it's important to point out, while everybody's listening in, that there are two kinds of despots. There are two kinds of dictators. One of the kinds are people who are heads of state or heads of military. I don't distinguish between them. I'm sure you would agree. And the other kind, John?
Yeah.
Billionaires. There ain't no nice billionaires. There ain't no billionaires who are saying, you know, I want to do the best thing possible for the American people.
No.
Mitch, you are so right. And that is a big part of what's propping him up.
It
Money.
is the very thing, my friend, the very thing that has propped him up is the fact that he has billionaires backing his racist ass. Racist billionaires who buy and sell politicians openly like it's a fucking stock market.
He just told them over the weekend that if he gets back into office, they're going to make a whole lot of money because he's going to cut their taxes again.
Yes.
And the crowd went wild.
And it ain't just the rich guys.
This is not.
You have to realize that the rich guys are owning our Supreme Court.
Yes, that too.
That part.
Now, when it comes to the Supreme Court, I'm going to again stand fast on my idea. The Supreme Court, these are judges appointed for life. I do not think they're going to put the rest of their freaking career on the line for this asshole. I think
Certainly not.
I'm hoping.
Oh, I pray
the
they
Supreme
won't,
Court,
but I'm still worried about it.
I'm worried. I'm still worried about it. But I just can't see them tying themselves to a wannabe dictator for the rest of the time they have on that bench. And
Right, because they're one executive order away from being disbanded under Trump.
Exactly.
Let's say he did it. Yeah, hang on. Let's say he did it. What would we do?
We'd scream and holler.
If he disbands them, you can't go to the Supreme Court.
How about this one? How about we get together before he gets in there and tell that motherfucker, hell no, you're not getting that office again.
By
How about we
the
do that
biggest
instead?
landslide ever.
Oh, yeah.
By the most, an excruciating percentage. We can, if we want to, we can put over 60%, 67% of this country out there. All we have to do is show the fuck up.
That's it.
If two out of three registered Democrats vote in the 2024 election,
we win.
There is no way that there would be a Republican president, nor a House, nor a Senate.
We just got to show up.
And you know, y'all don't count Biden out, because here's one thing that Biden did before. He beat Trump.
He's done it once. He'll do it again.
You know something? And Biden at this point, he's in his 80s. He's an accomplished man. He's a peacemaker. He's got nothing to lose. He is going to unleash.
Hell of a record to run on.
I can't wait.
I can't.
We have to welcome John.
I'm not counting Biden out. I'm not counting him out, and I ain't counting Trump in just because of what everybody's fucking saying. The man is a fucking fascist, and I don't really see our country going that way.
No.
We've done it before. We beat them before. We beat fascism in this country before, and it was huge. It was no bigger than it is now. It was huge.
We've done this.
There is a thing to put into that equation, though. Remember that when Hitler, before he got arrested, and then it jumped before he got arrested, was only 18% of the population in agreement with him. After he was arrested, it grew to 37%. And those are numbers
here
that
in this country, at the same time Hitler was rising, fascism was rising in this country too.
Yes. That's what the book is all about. Let's take a
That's
moment here.
my point.
Let's welcome John into the room. John, are you with us?
All right,
Yeah.
I'm going to dive out. Everybody, I love you all. Make sure you hit that like button, for crying out loud. How could you sit here and watch and not hit the like button?
That's
What's
right.
wrong with you?
Absolutely.
Look how pretty this
What's wrong
place
with
is. How can you not like this shit? Anyway, Mitch,
Right?
I love you,
And
brother. Thank you very much for coming in and
And
talking about
Julie, hey, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Julie,
Yes,
a different version of it.
yes.
it. Okay,
Happy
go ahead.
birthday to you.
Oh, you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Julie. Happy birthday to you.
He sounds
Oh,
pretty
well,
good.
Leo, thank you very much.
That's our own crooner, Blue Dot Leo, Biker
God
Leo,
damn.
singing happy
Tune in
birthday
daily.
to Julie.
I'm blushing. Holy shit. Damn,
Sweet
Leo.
words in the
Very
hat.
sweet.
Julie,
That-
we love
that
you.
You guys are
I love
great.
crooning.
You guys are great, but your ringleader is pretty awesome too. So thank you, John. You're the
Alright.
best, man.
Thank you, Mitch, brother. I love you. And Julie, take care of yourself. And
I love you
and
guys,
thank you
too.
again
Take
for
care,
coming in,
everybody.
brother. Take care. brother.
Remember,
All right.
stay strong.
No more singing, you guys.
Absolutely.
No more singing. All right, Mitch. Take care of yourself. And John, how are you, brother?
Hello, John.
I had a great conversation with John on the phone. First time we got to talk on the phone, I enjoyed the conversation much, and I learned so much from you, brother. Oh, you're muted up, bub.
Well, it was an absolute honor to
No,
talk
that's
to
me.
you, and
Leo.
I'm sorry you're feeling bad today. We gotta get you feeling better.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been feeling lousy for a couple of days, but then earlier today, it hit me. So,
I've been sitting here as I
gotta
always
mess up-
listen.
I got a mess over here to clean up. Oh, goddamn. Mama's going to kill my ass. This ain't good.
I've been sitting here listening to the conversation, and there's been some great points made. One thing I wanted to just come in and say right off the bat, for example, we talk about the media problem a lot, and on the same day that MSNBC has a headline up that the Colorado Supreme Court
What was that, John?
He just kind of faded out.
He faded right out.
policy, Trump might have the right idea. And that's crazy. Don't know why they put stuff like that on there. Thing I was thinking about, this would be a great time for Joe Biden to say, hey, we may need a few more justices on the Supreme Court.
I'm all
I
for
agree with
expanding
that.
the
I'd like
court.
to go down that path.
I am all for expanding this
Amen.
court because,
I myself, I hate to set the precedent, but it's just there's a lot that's at
hey,
stake.
it wasn't always
and
a
this
9
may
court.
be a time to. That's right. That's right.
It's
And
been higher
done
than
by
9 before.
Order.
It has been higher than 9. I know that Biden is not a big fan of increasing the court, but a little pressure on the White House saying, hey, we think we should put another justice on the court, or 2 or 3. Okay.
Right.
So it's not a bad idea. It needs to at least have 13 justices on the court for every district that's out there. That's not unreasonable.
I would
If
take
President
11.
I second the motion.
Yeah, I mean, if President Biden wanted to really jump in here and stir that pot, he could. And I would say also that it's a sight right now how much Leonard Leo and Harlan Crow's Nazi ass, they're probably working the phones pretty hard tonight.
Well, yeah, they've
Yeah.
both been subpoenaed into Congress to come and testify, and they're both denying a subpoena. So, this, seems to be a thing with Republicans. And and we have another birthday in the YouTube chat. Willie is having a birthday and would request a birthday song from
Take
our
it away, Leo.
fearless Blue Dot leader.
How'd that become my job?
Well, actually,
Eddie,
I was
Who is
speaking
it
to
again,
John.
Bernadette? Who is it again?
Willie,
Ja-
Willie's birthday.
Willie
Willie's
Nelson?
birthday. All right.
Well, it could be
Let's go
Willie
a different
Nelson,
way.
but I can't
Let's go a
verify that
different
for
way
sure.
altogether. Let's go a different way altogether. Well, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Willie. You ain't supposed to write shit. Happy birthday to you, brother. Give you the country
All
version.
right.
There you go, Willie, and that's why we don't allow a whole lot of singing, because, yeah, that. Happy birthday, Willie. Enjoy another annual trip around the sun.
There you go.
So Big John, I was thinking just now when Backer Leo started singing that way, is he making fun of Willie Nelson or is he making fun of me up here in Kentucky?
I wasn't making fun of nobody. I was just having fun.
I'm
There
just
you
kidding.
go.
Let's all have fun,
Absolutely.
especially at Trump's expense.
Well,
So
tonight
what's the
was
Republican
one of
Party
those
going to do?
in Colorado.
Is that
Tonight
my
was one
buddy
of those
Joe in the
open
room? Hey,
Forgot I'm
Joe.
muted.
How you doing, Bernadette?
I'm fine. I didn't see you sneak in. Scoot up to the
Well.
table real quiet like you do.
Well, you know, I am one of them sneak up type persons.
Yes, so I hear. So I hear.
Oh yeah,
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say somebody made it. Mark said I was muted. Yes, I was. I forgot to unmute. Anyway, y'all didn't want to hear that shit anyway.
Well,
John's
John,
off a bubble today. He's not feeling
John is definitely.
100%.
He's coughing
He's
and
like,
sneezing. And
Yeah.
he's like 93 and 7/8 of a
okay,
percent
John.
good
When
today.
you go to your mailbox, I'll see if I can sneak in a little bowl of hot menudo.
There you go.
Ooh.
And spicy as heck,
Oh.
so it'll clear your nostrils.
It'll sweat it out.
It'll sweat it out.
Yeah, because
There
this
you
pizza
go.
down here didn't work.
Hey, Joe, I have a question for you. How
I
are
didn't
you?
do it.
No, that's not the question. I did it a couple of nights ago. But asking you, how are you dealing with no longer doing the same thing day after day? Are you adjusting to it or are you missing it?
I went through a period of depression, and I do miss it. I did this for 40 years, and I preferred working at night. Less crazy people out there in the middle of the night. But by let's see, what is it? August 14th of next year, Mama's going to retire, and I'm going to have to take her out, and we're going to travel to keep from getting bored.
Good. Get
Good
on the
idea.
road, Joe.
Oh,
Go see
yeah.
something. Oh yeah.
I tell my wife, I'm the happiest when I'm on the road. It doesn't have to be an 18-wheeler, but I do miss it. Oh Lord, it's something, when you love your job and you do it consistently and with good humor, because it takes a lot of humor to be out there.
Mhm.
You've got some idiots that all you can do is just laugh at them because they're so crazy.
I
Yep.
so agree with you on that. I do it all the time. Y'all, if you haven't seen it, Jordan Klepper's top list for 2023 is out there. And it is hilarious.
I haven't seen it yet.
Where do you see it, at YouTube or?
Yeah, it's whose show was he on? One of the late night shows he's on, and he goes out to Trump rallies and things like that. And I'm telling you, man, it is hilarious.
He is the dude that asks them Trumpers questions and they show their smarts.
Oh, is that the
Which they don't
the
have a
good
lot
liars?
of.
No,
good liars?
there's not much to show. Yeah, there's not much to show.
No, they'll kick
Look up
themselves in their
Jordan.
own
If you
ass.
haven't, look up Jordan Klepper. It will make you laugh.
I will. You know,
Oh, I know who
have
he
a
is.
bro-
I know who he is. I know who he is.
Yeah,
My
I have a
Rolodex
brother-
just got there.
there you go. It's catching up.
It is. It is. Takes a minute. It's a little raggedy in there, but the card usually pops up. I first see him on the Daily Show. With well, they don't have a solid host now. Yep, Rolodex.
I don't even watch those shows. I just go out and find his stuff. It's
Oh,
funny. That
I
and
like to
Trey
watch,
Crowder both.
Yeah,
Well,
Trey
my wife
Trey
thinks I'm
Crowder
crazy.
kills
Trey Crowder.
My wife thinks I'm crazy because I started laughing.
Redneck. Yeah, he's outstanding and brings up fantastic points. I wish I was that smooth as him. Well, shit! I just had a thought in my freaking head. Squirrel.
Where's
Squirrel.
that Cavendish?
It's
Where's
right
that
here in
squirrel,
front of me, and
John?
I ain't got enough in me right now. Every time I'm trying to still my stomach, buddy. Right now, I'm just.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, it's I don't know if I got the flu or what. Some
All
bug.
right. Well,
We can call it early
I've got an
tonight.
idea. I've got a real good idea, John. Why don't
What?
you go over to your neighbor's house and
Yeah.
tell them, look, it's
Yeah.
gonna be Christmas. I want to give you a good hug.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what
That's
I'll do,
gonna
Joe.
help his stomach. Ow.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well,
y'all, I
It'll
love
cheer
you.
him up.
Happiest of holidays. I'm out of here.
Joe,
all right.
Leo, take care of yourself, and I appreciate you coming in, brother. And again, no apologies needed anymore. Just quit that shit. All right, let's move
Yeah,
forward.
quit that
Let's
shit.
go. Quit that shit.
All right, y'all.
Nothing.
Good
All right,
night.
We love you.
Good
brother.
night.
Take care of yourself. Whew. Now, where were we?
We were trying to catch that squirrel.
Yeah, the squirrel's running all over the place, and all of a sudden now I'm getting hot.
Uh-oh.
Boy, howdy shit.
All right. Well,
Uh,
John, if you feeling like we need to wrap this up early,
No,
I think
some
so.
of us can understand it.
We're fine.
Some
We're
of
fine.
us can
We're fine.
understand it. All
We'll
right.
just take
You
the
get-
sweater off for a little bit until we start
Yeah.
getting too cold.
If you're
that's
gonna
all.
puke, we don't
Yeah,
want to
you're
see.
gonna see that
No.
dude. Yeah, no. So far, I'm on top of that one. And let me
Uh,
thank Bob K. Thank you very much, brother, and I'm glad to see you there. I drove interstate trucks for 26 years, and I can relate to old truckers. There you go,
Oh, yeah.
Joe. A man after your own heart, there, buddy.
I'm telling you. Well, I started in the 70s, so
Wow.
late 70s, well, mid-late 70s, somewhere around there, 75, 76. And I've gone from no logbooks to the beginning of the e-log. And I think it was about time because I don't like computers.
Joe, you don't like computers, buddy?
Oh, not really.
Well, you're just not breaking them up into small enough pieces, buddy.
I'm
That's
telling
the
you.
only problem.
My last
Bigger hammer.
You need a bigger
my,
hammer.
my last dispatcher would call me on the phone and say, "Where are you?" And I would tell him, "You know exactly where I'm at."
Well, that's one thing
Okay.
I don't have to worry about that. Mama knows where I'm at 24/7.
Well, you've got that stuff on your phone, right?
Yes, I do. All she has to do is
Well,
pull up her
I
map,
put-
and she sees a little dot
Yeah.
somewhere. That's me.
Well, that's why
as long as I'm still moving, she ain't worried. That's what I
you see,
stopped.
well,
moving.
I'm smart. I did what I did with the dome, that stuff on the truck. I would put some foil paper on that little dome. So he could.
You give your truck a tinfoil hat? Is that what you was
Yeah.
doing?
That's what he had.
That's what
That's
I
what he
was
had.
doing. That's what I was doing. That's because a lot of times they would say, "Do you have enough time on your log?" I said, "Yeah, just let me pull up another book and I'll fix her up."
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Joe, you didn't have 2 books, did you?
Yes, sir.
That's the only
I
way to
think the-
run. It's the
I
only
think the
way to
statute of
run.
limitations are over, right?
Yes, they are. And I'm not driving anymore. I drove hot shot, and Joe knows what hot shot is. Hot
Oh,
shot
yeah.
is you go to a drilling rig and pick something up, and you got to get it delivered now.
AS.
And they don't give a
ASAP
shit
should
how
have
many
been
ro-
delivered yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday. Get that shit on the road. It is exactly what it's called, hot shot. And
Yes, sir.
Smoke in the bandit style.
that's it. Most of
Oh,
the
yeah.
time, most of my runs
Exactly.
were in the middle of the night. I got shut down in Houston one time. Joe pulled over. The officer put me there, I was supposed to stay. What is it? 4 to 6 hours or
8
something. I was 8 hours.
Well,
I can't remember.
it's an 8-hour break.
I was supposed to be in that park. He came back around twice. The third time, after the second time, I didn't see him for a long time. So I just said, okay, see ya. Next time he came by, I guess I was not there. You got to make your run, buddy. Mary Humphreys just came in with a $10 donation. Mary, thank you very much. She says, Merry Christmas, John and family. And that's all of y'all. So, baby, it's not just my family they're talking about. It's all of us, baby. This is
Everybody.
a family. I am so proud of this family. I'll tell you what. A bunch of mushy shit. That's good. That's good enough there. I'm heartfelt for this family. Y'all have brought us through so many hard times. This is 7 years of this shit that we have gone through with everything but the kitchen sink thrown at us, and we've held fast, baby. I'm proud of that.
You still there?
I am. I'm still here, baby. I'm still here. And that's a specific message to certain freaking people I know are watching. I'm still fucking here.
Absolutely.
Anyway, Beth and Moose. I love it. Beth and Moose just came in with a $7 donation, Canadian. You know, that's like about $6,000. It said, take care, John. Merry Christmas and Blue Dot. Merry Christmas to the Blue Dot family. Thank you, Beth and Moose. I love it, Beth and Moose. Moose and Squirrel. Moose and
Oh.
Moose and Squirrel.
Hey, John, have you tried cinnamon tea with brandy?
Well, I tried the brandy. I didn't know you're supposed to put cinnamon and stuff in there.
Well, I mean, the cinnamon tea is...
Doctor said take a shot of whiskey and 2 aspirin every day. I'm 6 months ahead on the whiskey and I think 3 months behind on the aspirin. But hey, who's counting? I'll catch up eventually.
There you go.
No, it's
Adam.
Adam.
Yay!
How are you, brother? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
man.
a minute ago and then forgot I did.
Hey,
John's
it's
gotta
all
get
good.
his shit together.
You had to put out your shout outs for the thank yous, and we all thank those people. And I was just kind of sitting here thinking back to all the driving I've done.
Were you a driver?
Oh, I was a driver, snowplow driver in Minneapolis for a long time.
Right for you. No.
And so, I mean, you could be sitting here just having a good old time, like Beer and Bud Friday or something.
Nope.
And the next thing you know, your phone would ring.
No.
And it's
I
like,
tell him right
well, we don't.
Did you notice it's snowing outside? I can't go anywhere. Are you shitting me? It's snowing.
Well, they'd say like, well, a half inch or something, we're going to get a dusting. And then here our call was, well, you better get out here. They just said they wanted it done. But instead of going out when we had a 2-inch or a 1-inch phone call, and then, they really want it done. They don't want anybody slipping and sliding all over the place. And it's like, you got to be kidding me. I got a 40-minute ride there. I mean, I've probably driven like 30,000 miles in reverse over my life.
Damn. No.
Because you're sitting there and you go do all these plow runs and then you put it in reverse and you're backing up and plowing and backing up and plowing. And I mean,
no,
it just got to be nuts.
No.
Middle of the night.
That shit. No.
Middle of the night, just, nobody's been on the road sometimes when you get these huge snowfalls. And
4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, yeah, of course. They want it done by 5.
Yeah.
But Joe could probably tell you, I have been called out to drilling rigs, especially at a place called the Faith Ranch. And I know nobody knows what that is. The Faith Ranch is one of the largest ranches in Texas. It borders Mexico. From the time I enter the ranch to the Rio Grande River, it's about 50 miles. Okay, it's
okay. I drove down there when I was down in Big Bend.
Did you? It is a huge ranch, big money, lots of drilling rigs, and no concrete roads. It's all dirt.
Exactly.
And baby, when it's rain and it rains a lot, it's a ride from hell. Every time I ever got a call out there,
imagine.
I would just cringe because just to get to the main gate of the ranch, the asphalt ends at about, I don't know, maybe 15 miles from the gate of the ranch. So you had 15 miles of nothing but dirt ruts. and the line of traffic too. This is not a unbusy road.
Sure.
Anyway, we're getting out on driver shit. Anyway, we can sit here and tell demon stories all night. If you were a driver, you know what the shit you're gonna face.
You know what the black dog looks like.
And now I still drive doing DoorDash.
Yeah. Well.
So yeah. So I'm kind of like Joe here. I just love driving. That's when I feel free.
I did. I got to say, when I was on the road for a long one, I'd make a run from here to Ohio. And yeah, that's a good one. Mama would ride with me. Marsha would go with me.
That's the best.
Yeah, it's the best.
Oh,
baby,
yeah.
On the road. Because it was a hot shot run all the way up and then a slow ride back because you got no road. It was a one-way trip. So
did you
that's the way you get. That's the way you get to know the country. That's the way you get to know the people and see how different regions are, and you know where to bite your tongue.
Man. Cross the desert. Breathe the mountain.
You know where to bite your tongue, or you know where you fit in, and you got to know how to talk in certain areas because some people are just. There's lots of areas in the deep south that don't even have cell phones or like even 4G or 5G or nothing yet. Let alone Wi-Fi.
Lots of places have no G.
I relied on CB radio, and John, you know what I got.
I do, and I was out there yesterday in my shop, and I got that pole, and you gave me that clamp to put the antenna on, so I got that on the pole. Now the only thing I have to do is put the antenna on, raise the pole up, settle it down. Anyway.
Yeah.
Eventually, I'm going to get there, and I'm going to hit your house from my house.
Hey, I know you will because you got that. What is it? 350 water.
Yes, sir. We're going to kick out a little power.
Oh,
we're going to call. We're going to talk Misha into getting a CB, and we'll talk to her.
Cool.
That'd be great.
What?
It'll go that far,
baby. Put a link up on the old. Put a link up on the main discussion. How to get. CB radio.
That's good.
I had an old Scout International that had a CB in it.
Yep.
Oh man, I love those Scouts.
A lot of us lived through the CB era.
Yeah.
A lot of
8-track and a CB.
That's
how you
need it.
Right? Hey, John.
Breaker. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Did you ever talk to a lady that used to run around here a lot? Her name was Granny Hot Rod.
I did. Yes, I have. I don't think there's anybody in South Texas that hasn't talked to Granny.
Nope, I guarantee. And you ain't nobody but a Halberto be able to catch her. She was fast.
She was quick.
Yes. Yeah, there's so many good times. And talking about knowing how to talk. When you're down in Louisiana, Alabama, and you're my skin color. You need to talk like a Cajun because they don't like
I understand the feeling.
Oh, Joe, you jest. Surely there are no bigoted people down in the South. Surely you.
That's what I was saying about trying to get CBs for all of us because a lot of those people that are in these kind of under, with Biden's new plan, a lot of these people don't have any other way to get information.
Oh,
but
yeah.
They do. A lot of them listen to CBs, actually.
Actually, yes. I talked to people up in Illinois, New York. I talk to people in Florida on a daily basis.
Sure.
But I've got, I don't got the biggest equipment. I don't have the biggest equipment, but those guys up there, man, they got what they call a Sweet 16, which is 1,600 watts.
Yeah, and I think we could spread what's going on in the real world to a lot of people.
Well, when shit hits the fan, all you need is a CB radio and a 12-volt battery. Oh, yeah. We're good to go. We'll have communications
absolutely.
at least.
And I'll be able to talk to John, and if John needs a little helping hand to get out of there when it rains a little bit too much and they open up them floodgates up there at the dam, well, here comes Joe with his canoe.
Let's don't talk about opening that dam, Joe.
I
can't put up with that right now. No.
No, I mean, oh Lord, hey, I passed by there.
We flood here occasionally, so yeah,
Yeah,
that's a thing.
I passed by your house the other day, and I said, "Where's the water, honey?" I tell my wife, "Where's the water?" She goes, "I don't see no water."
Well, you didn't
think
look in
John's
Jenny's pen. You should have looked in Jenny's pen. You would have probably seen lots of water because I went to go fill up her water thing and then went to go do something else and forgot I left the water running until probably 2 hours later when I walked out the door and looked over there in her pen and it's just flooded. And I'm thinking,
John.
Shit. Yeah, I did the whole
Man.
So
I
that's
bet
all right.
you she's not smiling at you right now.
No, she's staying in her stall looking out the window at me. That's what she's doing. She's saying, "Bring me the hay over here," and I did.
Uh-huh.
So
breakfast in bed.
It'll be tried up.
Put on the waiters.
Hey, but 2024, I really hope that we win and win big. Because
there's
John,
no hope here,
you have a open invitation for that celebrating barbecue that I want to make.
Oh, baby, it's going to be a good one, ain't it, Joe? Because
yes,
we are
going
to win. We cannot let this country slide into the kind of bullshit that this man is trying to give us.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Let's start planning the barbecue now.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to be doing a brisket and some ribs with some corn. What do you call it? Corn on the grill. Grilled corn.
Grilled corn?
Oh, yeah. Grilled corn.
There you go.
Man.
Oh, sure.
What I do
you
is
do it
I
with the
soak
husk
it overnight.
on or the husk off?
The husk on.
That's right, Gary. If we show up, we will win, baby.
Oh yeah. I tell you what. I put the corn in a plastic bag and fill it up full of salt water, and then I'll put it on my grill, and when those husks are all toasted.
Yep.
Man. Oh man.
All right, let's quit talking about food now. Don't do this.
I'll tell you what. Let's wait for food porn, okay?
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we go from politics to food to trucking to CB to Lord.
Well, for everybody's knowledge out there, we do allow this show to go anywhere it goes. And this show is mainly focused around politics and saving this country. But if we get talking food or CB or whatever, that's okay.
Or family.
It's the same thing we would be doing if we were all sitting around a kitchen table. Somebody's going to bring up something, or somebody's going to fart over there, and somebody's going to go, "Do you smell Uncle Bob over there?" Anyway, we let it flow here, and but never forget that our main drive here. What Miss Chick saying? I'm sorry.
I think she said breaker.
Yeah, breaker.
Radio check.
I have a concern, and it's probably the same concern that many people have had over many elections. But as we have the younger voting people coming up, and I don't mean the youngest, but I mean like the just out of college or, around college age, maybe 30 issues. I understand their frustration with the political atmosphere that we have. Because I was that age at one time, and I was disgusted with it too. It's the same political atmosphere, in terms of Republicans, Democrats, and the back and forth. But I'm concerned that we're going to have that same issue again, where they're standing their ground. They won't vote for either of the two parties.
Right.
The other day,
they want to call themselves progressives, and they want something different, and they think they're going to make some statement. They know that they can't actually make a change because there's not enough of them, but they'll still want to make a statement. Now, how do we talk to those people and convince them that we really need their help to stop fascism?
For a day and a half, Miss Chick, I have had this ongoing, and this is what I do with my rants and everything else. I write it in my head, and I keep rewriting it until I think I have it right, and then I'll try to get it out of my mouth. It doesn't always work. Today's video, if you saw it, took me 7 tries, 7 takes before I got through the whole thing without my mouth screwing up.
That was a good one.
It was passionate because Lindsey Graham pissed me off. Lindsey Graham with his talk about, well, I don't care what kind of language Trump uses as long as we win. Kiss my ass.
Yeah.
I'm willing to destroy this country, burn it down to the ground so long as your man wins. Lindsey Graham is a disgusting puke of a man.
Completely.
Yes, he's disgusting in the matter that he is a sitting senator and bends over backwards to try to stick his tongue as far up Donnie's ass as he could possibly get it. The people of South Carolina should be embarrassed, disgusted, and throw his ass out. Because the shit he came on the other day, talking about he don't care what Trump is out there saying when he's talking about poisoning the blood of America. Anyway,
John, can I jump in here real quick and just add
please do.
something?
Go ahead.
You brought up Lindsey Graham. I was, when I was listening to the show earlier, and I was thinking back to Lindsey Graham, what he said about Trump before he was the nominee, and all that has happened. He's burning the party down, and people like Lindsey, they're wanting to hang on. But what will they do if we go into this next election year, and let's say the Supreme Court rules that Trump is ineligible,
right?
But he has his base, and that convention happens, they are really going to reap what they have sowed, because his followers are going to raise hell, and I say let them do it.
Brother, I've said it before on this show. Let him violate the gag order. Let's throw his ass in jail. If there's going to be an uprising, let's have it now. I don't want to wait for the presidential election, because we know that's his game plan. If he does not win the election, he's going to come straight out there saying it was rigged, they stole it, blah, blah, blah. He's going to push the same destruction that he is pushing now, and he pushed on before January 6th. He's not trying to win. He's trying to raise enough people that will take arms up against this country to install him as a leader. That's the way he's working. That's the way I see it.
His party's about to find out all about him. And
I hope so.
I think regardless of what happens with the Supreme Court with this Colorado case, his supporters are going to raise hell with the Republican National Committee and the convention and all that, because
can you imagine what the Republican convention is going to look like?
I know.
Well, my biggest worry is the Electoral College being bought and paid for.
Right.
That's my biggest worry, because it doesn't matter how many votes we get.
I like this comment. Who said this? It's Don Cheeto. He asked a good question. Is it the home of the brave or the fucking scared? That's the question, because I'm not. And every stinking person on my street knows it. I'm not afraid of them. They ain't going to do shit to me. They're not going to do shit to me. That's going to keep me from that booth, to keep me from using my voice, and to try to encourage as many people as we can to get their ass out and vote. Because that's what it takes. People like Trump will come along. And again, going back to I want to say prelude. Prequel. That we've seen this before. It was attempted. And I'm sorry I missed 2 chapters there. I'm going to have to catch up with y'all, because the last time we were reading, I left with the thought that if Huey Long had lived, would history have been the same?
It would have been different.
It would have been different.
Absolutely.
And but for one man being assassinated, and gee, we don't know who did that.
Well,
and he was taking a different road to fascism. He really was.
But he was on the same road.
He was going to the same destination.
Yes.
Yes, he was on the road. The Nazi Party in the United States was alive and well, baby, marching down Washington D.C. streets.
To Missy Chick's point about younger voters, I think that the Biden administration would be wise to get somebody like Jasmine Crockett as press secretary, somebody that can really stand up and dish it out and get that message out. That's just my opinion.
Almost get like Taylor Swift. I mean, realities.
She doesn't appeal to all of the demographic, but
Yeah, all
She
Democratic.
doesn't have to. She doesn't have to. All she has to do is appeal to her base. Do you know
Yeah.
how big her base is and the people that follow her? And they do what she. If she says sneeze, they sneeze. If she says jump, they jump.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh,
Oh,
You know, I mean,
Biden
it's
is
crazy to
bringing
say
Obama
that.
back onto the campaign. I think he's going to do wonders. After the first of the year, you're going to see a different Biden out there. I truly believe that.
I think you're
I
seeing
think he's
more.
going to
Same
get
here.
more aggressive.
Same
I
here.
think he's going to call Trump out on his bullshit.
He's
I think
already
he's going to
started.
talk about the fascism that's going
Yep.
on, and I think he's going to be a different Biden.
I think so too.
Yep.
I think
I
so
think
too. And he's
Kamala's
already
going to be
started.
out there, and she's going to be raising hell, and you know, he needs
Are
to
they-
push his record. Everybody, including us, needs to push his record. The man has done some incredible things with a party that defies his presidency. I mean, they're trying to impeach this man right now.
with no
Yes.
no
Nothing.
charges.
And you know why too, huh?
No,
Because of what he did.
Just-
Did you see what he did? Did you hear what he did? Joe
It
Biden.
isn't about
Yeah.
that.
He did something, and they're going to impeach him for it.
We don't know what he did.
When
They
it,
don't
when
know
it all
what the
comes
hell.
out, you guys.
As soon as they figure out what that something is,
That's exactly right. It's an embarrassment what they're going through right now. They've been
Exactly.
years
It has
doing
been.
this. They've
It
had
has been for
years.
3 years.
it's the retaliation that their feckless leader has called for. He's still pulling
He
the
is-
strings up there in the House, and
Indeed.
so they're going to do whatever to make their lipstick orange.
He
Okay.
is still their
Yep.
de facto
Stunt
president.
in the book. Every stunt in the book. Just like they
Yeah.
all have. Look what they did to Jimmy Carter. They're doing it again to Biden with Israel and Palestine. They're making him look like the worst thing in the world. It's all his fault. Blah, blah, blah. And they're hoping it works.
They're
Yeah.
As if he's
depending on
over
a
there
certain
making the
amount of
war
this people.
plans for Israel.
Right.
They're counting on a certain
But
percentage of this population just being
unfortunately, the
ignorant.
message does work in a certain demographic.
It does.
Well, yeah, sure, it does. If you're not
We-
paying attention, especially that demographic that watches Fox News.
Well, no,
I-
not just that demographic. The younger ones that are out there protesting this, that, and the,
The
other
younger
thing. I
ones
understand
have
that. That's
no
okay.
history, Missy Chick, and we know that. So how do we get around that? We teach them the history of this country if
We
they want to
do.
take a crash course. But I tell you, there's one thing that's going to change their mind, and that's that abortion issue.
I hope so.
Because the
I
young
think that is
women
going to be
figure
a
it
huge
out.
part of it.
It is huge, John. It
Yeah,
is
I think
huge.
so.
It has been.
I think so. And
And
with the
if we
recent
just get
case here
people
in Texas
to
and in
vote
Ohio,
their interests, vote your interests.
Yeah.
Vote your interests.
I'd like
On-
to
You'll
see
on-
get
the
on-
reelected.
president,
They've
uh,
miscalculated
leave
on
that.
it, I think. The Republicans always use the abortion issue before, with lots of luck, to hold a base.
Well, that
but
dog
this
caught
time
this
it's not
car.
working because they actually got what they wanted, but now they're finding out how many people don't want
That's
it.
not what the people
Yeah,
wanted.
well, let's take a look at the cases that are coming out of places like Texas, like Ohio, like Mississippi, like Louisiana, like Florida. Let's take a look at these places where these women are dying with babies inside of them.
That's right.
On that note, whatever happened to that lady from here in Texas? Has she been arrested?
No,
She's
I don't know
been-
if she's
she
come
left-
back to Texas yet.
She's
Nobody
left
really
Texas.
knows.
I have not
and that's
heard
a
her
shame.
return yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Look
I
at that,
think
look,
she's still out of Texas.
She
As a
has
matter of
been
fact, Art
sequestered.
Side,
That's exactly what
Side
I'm
just-
waiting on to see. Yeah, I'm waiting on to see if they do go and do what they say they were going to do, which is
Kim
arrest her.
Paxton has every intentions on doing what he says he's going to do because he's a feckless, heartless asshole.
that's what
Yep.
he is. Art
I,
Side just
I
made a
second that
comment
motion.
in the chat saying, look at the case that just broke in Ohio where a woman faces a 1 year prison term for a miscarriage.
For
You tell me
miscarriage.
that,
Shame.
you tell me
And-
that
Oh,
story's not
she
going to ring
has
across this
the
nation with
entire-
every woman?
She has the
Oh,
entire
my
medical
God.
board in Ohio saying this is wrong to charge her. It is wrong to charge her, and they need
Morally
to
and
drop
ethically
that case.
wrong.
And
Well,
again,
Morally and
legally,
ethically
because
wrong.
this all
legally
I
gets
did
also.
not hear about that.
this all
Wow.
gets back to
By the
voting.
She had
way,
a miscarriage,
name-
and according to the state
name-
of Ohio,
her name is Brittany Watts.
Brittany Watts, and it is a
Wow.
travesty of justice. A
Right there,
miscarriage,
because-
she's facing a year
because a
in prison for it.
Yeah.
As
A
if the woman
miscarriage
hasn't
is it
suffered
not-
enough.
Yeah.
And,
A
and that's the
miscarriage
same
is
thing
a,
with
was not her under her control nor a doctor's control. A
She
miscarriage
had
is
gone. This woman had gone to the hospital several
Mhm.
times. She had been told her baby was unviable.
it will
She
not
had a
live
miscarriage,
after birth.
and she panicked, and
that
she
happens every day.
hemorrhaged. So she had to go back to the hospital, and the nurse at the hospital turned her into authorities.
Why was she nervous, Bernadette? Why was she nervous?
Because
of the law.
she had a
Because of the
miscarriage.
law they're trying to push there. It's in
Yes.
The
the
law
news,
had
baby.
already passed
This
in Ohio,
in Ohio.
to give the woman a right to her own autonomy. And did the AG in Ohio care about that? No, because
no.
he's going to make
'Cause
a
he's a
point
Christian.
out of her.
He's a
because
Christian.
he's a
He's going to stand up for
Republican.
the unborn.
Yeah,
I don't
he
know if the
stands up
man
for
is
old Mikey
Christian,
Johnson.
but he is Republican.
If he says he is, I don't believe him. Because how can a
Not at
Christian
all.
do this? But this is the only issue the Republicans have to hang their hat on. Is we're for the
She knew
sanctity of
her
life.
baby
That's
was
it.
inviolable, and she miscarried. She had been to the hospital twice before. She had left the hospital twice before because she got left in the waiting room waiting for service.
See a problem? You see
Yeah,
a
I
problem?
do. Because this is no, I see a big, huge problem because this is healthcare for black women in America, especially when they're pregnant. They could die just trying to have a baby.
There is a story on one of the news networks because I saw a preview for it. I haven't seen the show. I saw it, but it talks about the fear that black women have of going to the hospital because the rate of death for black women is much higher than for white
I
women.
could speak
Absolutely.
to that.
Well, I
could speak
guarantee
on
you, I can guarantee you this: if you don't have a very good insurance and money in your pocket,
that. It don't matter if
hospitals
you have
will-
insurance.
Let me tell you about the money in the pocket thing. I had a brother-in-law that passed away in the waiting room at the hospital. He was out there in the waiting room forever. Hey, my brother-in-law was pretty well off. Went to Alaska years and years ago. Had his own business up there, had 2 homes, had his own airplane, flew back and forth between here and Alaska. He died in the waiting room because he thought the money would get him into the room. No, it didn't. He did not have insurance. Didn't matter how much money he had. My brother-in-law passed away right there in that freaking hallway while they were trying to figure out because he didn't have insurance in a small little freaking town. Are you shitting me? So, yeah, sometimes even if he ain't got the cash on him, do you have the money on you? Well, no, you're going to die. That's the way it seemed like.
Yeah.
And if we can't, that is one of the basic premises of this nation. That it bothers me so much that we don't have universal health care. That we don't have that people can be rest assured that they can be taken care of no matter what.
John.
And why don't we have universal health care, John?
Money.
Because we have profit care in America.
That's what we have.
Exactly.
We have profit care. Go ahead, John. I know you were trying to get in there, and somebody who might know.
I was just going to say, this is also so pertinent to what we're dealing with right now with these young folks. The Affordable Care Act and some of the changes to the laws that have allowed parents to keep their children on their insurance up to 26. Now, these may just look like small things.
And I did.
I saw the change when I worked in the ERs when swine flu hit, H1N1.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have the ACA. I walked into work one night. We had 48 people registered to see us in the ER for flu symptoms.
Mm-mm-mm.
It was backed out, through the parking lot. That doesn't happen like that anymore. It has helped so much with the ERs, but it's not good enough. We still have people who go to the ERs for treatment, like your brother, like this
Yes,
lady,
Mhm.
that's their
and,
primary
and
care
they
Mhm.
physician
can't.
is the emergency room.
Right.
Yes.
Mhm.
And
Right.
and they're trying to take that away. Trump wants to take away the ACA. We cannot let it happen.
And this is what we need to tell these young ones that are wanting to vote progressive. I want progressive too. Okay? But this cycle is not the one.
It's
We
not
need to
working.
maintain our democracy in order to even think about getting close to putting progressives in office. We need progressives in the Senate. We need progressives in the House. We need Biden in the White House.
The White House. We need Biden.
That's right.
We need a Democratic Senate, a Democratic House, and Biden in the White House to get anything done. We need to retain
Exactly.
the Senate. We need to pick up houses.
How about to
seats in the Senate.
maintain what we've already done? Because if the Republicans get back in office, you could kiss just about every damn right that you think you have
Out the
goodbye,
window, baby.
because that's their goal.
They're not too much into this rights thing. You know,
They're
they're
about
more
gun
into
rights.
authority. Oh yeah. Oh, gun rights. Everybody gets a gun, baby. My mouse died.
How about 1 or 2 or maybe even 5?
Oh, Jesus, baby. You don't know Texas 5 will just get you started. That's like a.
Oh, jeez. And, make them high capacity at that.
Oh, yeah. Get you a banana clip up there. Put 2 of them together. Tape them together. You're good to go, baby. Them deer aren't going to get away now. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Uncle Fatty, are you in here?
Breaker 1-9er. This is heavy roller coming in on the niner. I got Smokey on my trail. I'm gonna need some more aluminum foil up over here, cause come on back now.
That's damn pretty good. I see you've been on the radio too.
Mm-hmm.
Coming in down here, down south out of Tulsa here. I got Smokey on my tail. I gotta pull her over. I ain't got no paperwork in the truck. I'm rolling heavy.
The days of the front door and
Buddy,
oh, those were days. I was in my 20s, man. I was kicking my ass on my CB radio. Are you shitting me? I was called.
Well,
You're not
you
trying to deliver an elephant to the RNC, are you?
We got a load of donkeys here. Load of donkeys heading to the DNC, sir. Come on.
I used to call myself the Cajun Cowboy. My tagline, and I gave my call numbers too. This is Cajun Cowboy coming at you. KPQ 8806. The 88s are in there, baby. Does anybody know what 88 is?
And Zuni from the YouTube chat said foil is inbound, and that's a big 10-4.
There you go, baby.
10-4 on the inbound.
Damn. We can't
Does anybody know
what?
what? Do you know what 1088 is? Do you know what 88s are in CB language? That's hugs and kisses, baby. That's what 88s are.
We use the same CB code on ski patrol for the ski patrol up the ski mountains up here. It's all the same coding. Very cool.
Well, that's I keep looking at the state of the world, not only in the atmosphere around the world with what's going on in the Middle East or with in the Red Sea. You can see a lot of violence all over the world. But not only that, you look at Iceland with the 2.5 mile long fissure spewing out lava, and you just you think to yourself, either we're going to kill this planet or it's going to get sick enough to throw us off.
You think Donnie still wants to buy Iceland?
Donnie wants to drill. That's what he wants to do.
Yeah, he's going to drill and blow himself right up.
Yeah, shit. That's just a line to suck in. That's right, Donald Ware. 88 is kisses and hugs.
88.
Yeah.
He was going after Greenland. That's what he was doing.
You know what 88 means to fascists?
Oh, no. Don't tell me there's something else it means. What?
Oh, yeah.
Don't ruin this for me.
I'm sorry, but John, I have to, because they're out there and they throw that up. And the 88 is
Big
Heil
time.
Hitler.
Big time. 100%, Bernie. You hit the nail on the head with that.
Are you shitting me?
I am not shitting you, John. I wouldn't do that.
Down with the 88s.
Yep. It's
yeah, your hugs and kisses can wait, I guess.
Well, speaking of that, I've got a new 2 for blue for us, guys.
H.
All right.
Eighth
Hit it.
letter of the alphabet.
We got
Yep.
Katrina Christensen. Katrina Christensen is running against the incumbent MAGA asshole that helped Mike Johnson write the whole playbook.
Oh, really?
What's his name? John Hoven, Hoeven. He helped Mike Johnson write the playbook on the Green Bay sweep that they called it, right? This guy's a big piece of shit. He's a ultra MAGA, hardcore abolitionist, and 100% anti-women's health care. And you guys are hitting some nails there that I got to tell you. There's over 1,300 women in Idaho right now in the past 9 months that have had to seek health care in Washington. Our doctors are leaving. Our psychiatrists don't want to see any teenage kids that might even have a problem with any type of identification issues. Doctors don't even want to be involved with a diagnosis that might have to diagnose something that might be illegal. Okay, our OBGYNs are leaving the state. Our freaking doctors and nurses are pretty much scared to even help people. And it's like Jeanette Miller in the chat here was talking a bit how her uncle was a physician. And the number one rule is for the health of the mom. And that's what Roe was all about. And when people start talking about their exemptions, and we're talking to them about this issue, and we say, that these folks, like in this certain situation, need this exemption. And they say, well, yeah, I'm all for that. Then you say this. Oh, then you're for Roe then, huh? So you support Roe. Because all of that was included, and this is healthcare, and this is the human issue that we're dealing with. John, you hit it too, man. Jasmine Crockett, what a better choice than her for speaker to be out there combating this. This shit's going to get weird, you guys, for the next 39 weeks. And they're going to pull out every stop, and we got to be able to have those witty one-liners and comebacks and shove this shit right back in their face,
I say it all the time. Nobody stays in the bunker. Everybody on the line. Nobody stays in the bunker. We all on the line. That's the only way we win this shit. Tell your friend that doesn't think, I don't know if I'm going to vote, but this is where my mind was going a minute ago. There was a comment, and when I said I was trying to write something in my head, and I haven't responded. It's been 2 days since I read this comment, and because I want to respond the right way, because the person in the chat in YouTube, as a matter of fact, I think it was YouTube or TikTok, one of the two. He wrote, I'm not voting for either one. I'm not voting for Trump or Biden, or I'm writing in Marianne Williamson. I've let that sit in my head for 2 days because I want to respond to him in a way that lets him know I appreciate the fact that you are not happy. But you're throwing that vote away, baby, at a time when we need it. We need your vote. Pick a line, baby. It's just not that difficult. It's not like, oh, they're the same. No, they're not. No, they're not. The Republicans are trying to put in a fascist government, the authoritarian government, a theocracy based on fascism. That's what they want.
They're playing God. They're playing God. This is a holy war.
And we cannot let that happen.
Don't say fair words.
I get it. You think Biden's old. Look at his record. Look at Biden's record and what he has done. Go look, because I got a list here of it, but it's already past due. There's new shit, jobs, and the PAC Act, the American Rescue Plan, the student loan debt,
infrastructure,
the health care bill, the first gun legislation in decades. This man has done things. So don't tell me they're the same.
Yeah, that's the biggest counterpoint that we can do. Compare the record. Record means everything. What did he do for you? What has Joe Biden done for everyone?
Yeah. Download a YouTube video, whatever one you pick. Download it on your phone so it's always there. And when somebody says something stupid about, name one thing that dang old Biden got done for me, and you pull up that shit and you recite them and you show them. Look,
I'm glad you asked. I have a list right here.
Yeah,
exactly.
Because he's done plenty and he keeps doing, and he's picking up the pace too. I think so. Let me send out a big thank you to Carol DeBurs, who came in with a $10 donation and said, I have never been Trump's caddy, and neither has the remixtress. And screw the abortion laws and those who brought them. and brought them in.
Amen.
Thank you, Carol, or mistress, or whatever your name.
You know,
And
I
Uncle
don't know.
Fatty,
Yeah, Bernie.
can I just, if you have a name that you want a 2 for Blue, you need to get it on the list over on the Blue Dot server, okay?
Yes,
Yep, we just got
and that
in
will
touch
be
with this gal.
updated soon. We've had a
Mhm.
lot going on here, and Travis again is right in the middle. I'm so glad Travis and Benita talked, because some of Benita's kids are interested in the same thing Travis is interested in, so it worked out well. But anyway, Travis has been working on a new con, and I told you all the other day that he is working with BAM, and anybody who's a skateboarder or knows a skateboarder knows who BAM is.
Mhm.
And Travis has been working with him. As a matter of fact, BAM just let him know that the graphics that Travis did was excellent, and
Right
so
on.
he's got his plate
I'm
full.
a-
And I'm always pestering him out. And BW, because it's right when Travis walked out the door, I asked him, "Did you do that thing with BW?" "Oh, darn it, Dad, I forgot. I'll do it when I get home." That's okay.
Okay.
I don't
You
want to
know,
push
I'm an
you.
old school. I'm an old
What?
school skateboarder.
I am too. The kind we put roller skates on the bottom of a board.
Exactly.
That's the way
Yeah.
I started out in 1960,
yeah.
whatever the shit it was. Yeah,
That wasn't even a skateboard. That was a sidewalk surfer.
that was a
And-
death machine.
Right.
Absolutely. And no protection, no headgear,
No,
no.
knee pads,
hey,
head.
man.
No.
We were
You
tough.
shouldn't be coming on that.
Credits.
We
Credits.
were idiots, is what we were.
Credits.
But we survived.
Oh, my God. It is, boy, we went over it. Look at, where's my credit
Yeah.
button? There it is.
Credits.
I
Not the
got to
squirrel
tell him to
button.
rearrange these boxes, too, back the way they used to be, so I know where every box is on this little thing I can touch. Anyway, I'm sorry, Joe. Go ahead.
No problem. Like I said, I was old school and young and dumb. Now I'm old and dumb.
Yeah. Age is the only thing that changes sometimes in us.
Oh, yeah.
I feel my age sometimes. I'm going to be 71 next month. I like it right
Hey,
now. I like it right now
John.
in my house because I can look at my wife and go, "Ha, you're 69. I'm only 70, honey." Yeah. Next month. I'll
John,
turn 70.
what
Yes,
day?
sir.
What day next month, John? What day?
Oh, mine? I was
Yes.
born on January 24th, baby. This is the
Oh.
dawning of the age of
Age of
Aquarius.
Aquarius.
That's
Oh
me.
well.
That's me.
Well, I got you beat. I'm gonna be 68 in
I got you beat.
January the 5th.
You're
No,
born
the
on the
3rd.
5th?
January on the
Wait
3rd.
a minute,
on the
Joe.
3rd.
Don't,
I'm sorry, I
don't
forget.
tell me you're mixing up your birthday, buddy.
What day was I born?
I'm worried about
telling
you,
you.
Joe.
Hey, sometimes I
On
look in the mirror
January
and I
3rd,
say,
you is your birthday?
January the 3rd is my
Well,
birthday.
shit. I will have to.
Sometimes I
remember.
look in the mirror and I say, "Who's that dude?"
Maybe I'll
And
make
my
you
wife
some
says, "Don't."
Well, that was
Yeah,
the guy that was born on the 5th.
No, that
You
was
were
the guy
born on
that.
the 5th.
No.
No, he said he
No.
drank a 5th on his. Anyway.
Oh, he
Yeah,
drank
yeah,
a fifth.
yeah.
Zuni, we love you.
Drank a
Thank you
fifth
for
on the
saying that.
3rd.
We appreciate it, baby. I guess we ought to get ready to wrap it up here. I'm feeling a little bit better than when I started this, so y'all are good medicine for me. I'm
Well, you're
starting to
looking
get
good.
chill again, but my stomach has calmed down, and
Good.
and I don't feel so terrible. Jim Jett, is his birthday's on January 24th too. See, small world,
There
baby.
you
you go.
go.
Happy birthday, Jim. This is the dawning of. I'm just saying. They wrote a song about us. Y'all heard
That's
it.
right.
That's right. So, anyway.
Well, I'm going to
They
bounce
wrote
down.
a
And get,
song about me too, John. You know what the name of it was?
What?
Come on.
Bernie and the Jets?
No, Bernadette. Come on, y'all. Jeez.
Hum a few lines to remind me.
Bernie and the
And that's Benny and the Jets.
I
That's
know,
Benny and the
I
Jets.
know, I know.
Oh, Lord.
Weird Al Yankovic did a song about me. You guys know Weird Al, right? The song goes,
Yep.
Yes,
Yes,
Weird Al Yankovic, yes. I got tickled.
know
I had to
Weird.
ride into town the other day with Tyler, my youngest son, and I got in the car on the passenger side because he thinks I'm blind and can't drive. And shit. Yeah, if anybody has to go to the store, no problem, Dad. You go. Well, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Anyway, he gets in the car and he's got his phone there and he hooks it up to the car and all that, and he starts playing music. And I start listening to Merle Haggard, Willie Nelson. I said, "Are you shitting me?
yeah.
You playing country?" "Oh, Dad, I like country. Old country." I said, "It tells a story, don't it?" "Yeah." I'm proud. My kid, he's getting a lot of other shit too, but he's playing country music on his phone.
Awesome.
Good. Awesome. I
All
thought
right.
so. I thought
Hey,
so. I
John,
sing
when we
along
get
to every damn
together,
song.
when we get together, when we get together, I got 2 songs I want to practice with y'all.
What?
One is called Dead Skunk in the Middle of the Road.
Who needs
the other
practice
one,
on that? Come on.
And the other one is Little Brown Shack Out Back.
Now, I might have to practice that one. I remember it, but I might have to practice that. Dead skunk in the middle of the road? That's filed up here, baby, under priorities. Dead skunk in the middle of the road, stinking to high heaven. Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Everybody knows that one. Anyway,
Yes,
before it
sir.
comes down, before we get too late, I want to thank everybody for coming in tonight. Thank you all for making me feel a whole lot better than I did when I came in here. I almost did not do the show tonight. I knew I had to. As soon as I hit that button and it said go live and it was working, boom, I was happy as shit that I'm here. And I don't want to miss another day. And I want to thank this family for being here, for being a part of this, for being a part of this whole movement. We have work to do, baby. This show is for entertainment, but we're all holding pom-poms here. We're all pumping the pom-poms to get people motivated to remember that this is the most crucial election in our lifetime. It's the most crucial election since the Civil War. Because if we don't get this right, baby, America's going to move from democracy to something else. And we cannot let that happen. Others before that have come before us stood this nation on and held its ground. And we must do the same thing. We cannot let those that came before us down by failing to do our duty now. So it is imperative. We know we talk a lot of shit, and we'll talk about CB radios or your mama's pudding. I don't care. As long as we gather and we get the message out that this is one family, one movement, and we are moving forward. You adapt, you overcome, you move forward. It's the only fucking choice you have in life on any decision. You adapt, you overcome, and you move forward. Anyway, Uncle Fatty. Thank you.
Breaker 19er. I second that emotion.
There you go, brother. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you,
now
guys.
that
Always
messed
good
me
to
up.
see you guys.
I learned tonight. 88. Now that won't come out of my mouth no more.
Yeah, they do like the double zeros.
Hey, John. They took woke from us too. Okay.
I know. I know it.
They're not original. That's
well, to me, it's still going to mean hugs and kisses. And if I went out there to my wife and said that 88 to her, she'd know. It was hugs and kisses. Corey Barton just came in. That's all that matters. Corey Barton comes in with another $5 donation. Corey, thank you very much. And Bernadette is right. They took woke away. They tried to. Don't let them. I would rather be awake than be a dumbass idiot falling for a wannabe dictator. I'm proud to be woke, baby. I want to be more woke. I want to awaken more to anything I don't know. Anyway,
woke AF.
Woke your ass up. Anyway. Again, Uncle Fatty, thank you.
Thank
Adam.
you, guys. It's always good to hear your beautiful voices.
Thank you, brother. Adam.
Yeah.
I love your voice, buddy. Thank you for
hey,
coming.
Man,
you know why. You know why. Put a smile on my face every time. I mean, what?
Perfect. If I can't put a smile on your face and make you feel better, why not, huh?
Why not? We should all try to do that every day. I tell people all the time, you've heard me say it in a lot of my videos. The best thing you can do tomorrow is put a smile on your face and give it away to somebody because they damn sure
Exactly. I try to say that every time I'm out there door dashing, and as soon as I give them their stuff or do this, do that, even when I leave a restaurant, store, whatever, I just say, have a goodie.
Have a goodie, baby. Have a good day. I hope the day puts a smile on your face. That's my line.
Exactly.
Like anyway.
All right. Well, thanks, guys. Keep it up, and it's just going forward from here.
That's all it is, brother. That's all we do. Anyway, Adam.
All right, then. We'll see you a little bit.
All right. And John.
Yeah, guys. Thank you so much again for having me, and I appreciate the talk we had, John. I really
enjoyed that, John. I enjoyed it tremendously. I learned a lot. Because see, a lot of blue dots. I don't know who you are, what you do in life, whatever. It's when I get to make that personal connection that I get to learn.
Girl.
That I get to learn. Yeah, Mama don't want me getting near her. Stay away from me. What? Don't you? No, my wife is one of these. No, get away from me. Get. She don't want anything I got right now.
She ain't swapping germs, huh?
No, she don't want to swap no germs with me. Anyway,
Thanks, guys.
John, again, I did enjoy that conversation, and it will not be the last one, brother. You got my number. Call it anytime you want.
Absolutely. Everybody,
All right.
have a great night.
You too,
All
John.
right.
All right. And Joe.
Yes, sir. True blue Americans
That's
stand
what we
their
are, brother.
ground.
We stand our ground.
Absolutely.
Not only that, we move forward and take your freaking ground. Republicans.
That's right. That's right. Well, we'll see you when we see you. 10-10 on the side.
All right, there you go, buddy. I appreciate you coming in. And Mr. Chick,
Yes, John.
thank you so much, darling,
You're
for everything
welcome.
you do. Were your ears burning, by the way, the other day?
You
know, people are talking about you, baby.
Oh my God.
And it's all good. It's all good. Anyway, Miss, you have anybody you want to call out?
I do.
Go ahead.
I have J. Kevin Ordaway from Michigan, Fred Price from Indiana, Wayne Wallander from Washington.
Wayne Wallander.
That's kind of poetic there. Wayne
I like that
Wallander
name,
from
Wayne
Washington.
Wallander. That's got a nice ring to it.
Robert Beaumont from Ohio, Joe Watson from West Virginia, and then I have Tammy DeVito, who actually did a little rant on your rant. She's from Massachusetts, I think, and
Really?
she did it in all capital letters. So this is her yelling.
All right, go for it.
It is shameful, and they are going down the same road Hitler followers did. How did that work out? Is that what you want for America? If it is, you're not truly an American. You are not a patriot. You are aligning yourself with a monster, and he disgusts me and his followers. And he disgusts me and his followers. I just feel bad at this point. They are following a devil straight to hell. God help you.
Good.
Anyways, that was after she watched your rant today. She needed to rant some more.
Because that's exactly what I said. They're just like the good Germans, the good Nazi Germans of the 19th. They're willing to follow Trump straight into hell. Some of
Yes,
them.
they are.
Yes, they are.
Yes, they
Those
are
are the ones we have to worry about. Bless her heart for using her voice.
Real quick on that point, guys, you're going to run into this right here. You're going to run into denial, and then instant rage, and a bunch of justifications and rationalizations. Okay, you got to get through that. You got to approach.
Oh.
You got to approach calm. You got to approach from a point of love and a point of, hey, brother, you're not thinking about this right. And when they make a stupid comment or something, laugh at them, but use that as an opportunity to come in and say, hey, bro, why do you think that? Why would you laugh at something that deep and dark and demented? Okay, let's just talk about this. And they're going to come back with denial. And then they're going to hit that fight or flight syndrome. And it's going to be fight. And they're going to give you a bunch of bullet. And it's going to take 5 minutes. But it's worth that 5 minutes to break that ice, to have that chance to show them a video, to show them one of John's rants, to show them anything from Midas Touch, to show them anything from Texas Paul or Bo the Fifth, or whatever your source is. But it takes that 5 minutes.
There are
and
plenty
man,
of voices out here.
It's worth it.
I'm
Yeah.
proud of every one of them. Go ahead, Mischief.
Oh, I'm nothing.
Oh, okay.
We're still saying good night.
Oh,
Good
we
night.
are saying good night. We are saying good night. And Miss Chick, thank you again so much for everything you do.
You're
and
welcome.
I know that's a lot, baby. Because every time you come in here, you have something, and I appreciate that tremendously. Anyway, all that other mushy shit.
Mushy, mush, mush.
Mush shit. Anyway, Bernie.
Yes, John. Hey, you know what?
What?
Denial is a river in Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got to say.
That's
okay.
Denial is a river in Egypt. Oh, if they've got 5, well, when Uncle Patty said that, the second thing they argue with you or whatever.
I just had to make a joke. I'm sorry.
Ready for that one, baby. No, I'm ready. Anytime anybody. My usual stance is when they talk about Trump is no. I'm sorry. I don't vote for draft dodging cowards. That's the first words out of my mouth, and they are immediately on the offense. I'm ready for it, baby. You want to have a discussion with me? I'm ready for that talk any day of the week. Anyway, Bernie, I love you. Thank you for everything you
I
do.
love you too, John. Feel better. Find some
I will.
honey. Get it in you. And, you know, with a little whiskey on the side would not
A little
be
whiskey
bad.
on the side would not
It
help.
may,
It's
it may
medicine,
be
baby.
sweet. It's,
One of them
it's
giant
like,
new blankets.
it's like cough syrup at night.
Bonita
Okay?
was telling me I need to take
sleep.
a day off. She told me take Tuesday. Day after Christmas, John, you just need to take a day off and don't
And
do a
she's
show
right.
and just rest. She's her and my wife. I swear.
She's right. And I'm with the girls on that. So, you know, if we
Yeah.
have a Tuesday off after Christmas, y'all deal with it. Okay? Everybody deserves a day
Everybody's
off.
trying to push me to
Okay?
take a day off and get some rest.
Take a
I
day
mean,
off, John.
we've
You
been
need to
Hey,
pushing
take a
her.
day
you're
off
gonna
because
you're gonna need a couple days off to get your eyes done anyway. So
Yep.
there
That's
you go.
right. I'm gonna have to. It will fall in right after that. So yeah, maybe I'll just do it when the eye. Well,
Absolutely.
we'll take a day off, not on that Tuesday, but when I get my eyes done, which is on the 27th, which is
All right.
I guess that following Wednesday. I think. If I'm
Until
not
then,
mistaken.
we got work to do, y'all.
We got
Stay
work to do.
active, stay informed, and
Spread the
register
word.
to vote.
Make
Register
sure you
somebody else
register
to
to
vote.
vote. That's
Absolutely.
it.
Like, share, and subscribe. Hit those buttons, guys.
Hit that button right
Absolutely.
down there. It's right down there. Can't look. It's right.
And
Oh, it's right there.
Merry Christmas
See?
from Miss Benita. She loves y'all, and she'll be here soon. I promise.
We promise, and y'all are gonna get a kick out of it. And she's a
Yeah,
firecracker.
she is.
Yeah, don't
She
try to
is.
come up with no excuses for anything when you're in a conversation with her. She'll
She ain't
cut your
going
ass
for
off.
that.
No, you adapt, you move forward. That's it, baby. Anyway,
She's not
again,
going
to
for
this
that.
whole old Blue Dot family, I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this. And again, best words of advice I can do is put a smile on your face and give it away. It's the most important thing you can do every day is try to remember there is somebody that you're going to run into that is going to need that. And you may not know it. So just give it away to everybody. Anyway, I love you.
Vote
Y'all
like your life depends on it.
That's right. Vote like because
Why
why?
miss you, chick?
Because it does.
It
There
does.
you go.
I love y'all. We will be back again Thursday for another Blue Dot family
that's
meeting.
the
Until
ticket.
then. Huh?
I said that's the ticket.
Yes, that is the ticket. That's that ticket. Anyway, I love you. Y'all say goodnight.
Bye, John.
Bye.
night.
Y'all good night, everybody.